will be able to continue watching Simone Biles' dominance. No doubt she will be back in action, most likely sometime this summer, as we head back inside the Aspire Dome, the world's largest indoor dome, ready for some more competition now at the Doha World Cup. The women will be on the uneven bars next. Here's a look at the starting order, and the reigning world champion on this event from Belgium, Nina Derwijl, also in that mix. So a really high level of competition throughout this World Cup series, and no wonder. Tickets to the Olympic Games on the line through the results of this series, which will run through March 2020. We're about halfway through now. This is the 4th of 8 individual apparatus World Cup events. And Jonna Adlerteig from Sweden now will lead things off. 2012 Olympian, then taken out of the picture by injury to her knee for the 2016 games.
Really wanted to connect those two first releases together, though. She has some very nice titles. Two-time European silver medalist on the uneven bars. Does a lot of very intricate elements. Big release right here, nicely done. Handstands are critical on this event, and she shows them off well. She'll keep her body board straight, double laid out somersault, small little slide back on the landing, but a nice job.
And a nice turnaround from her performance in Baku last week. Could have been on the podium there, but just wasn't at her best, finishing 5th. This is her 4th stop on this series. She's currently ranked 4th overall in the standings.
Yeah, but I tell you what, you get on the podium here and you are doing something big, because the field is absolutely astounding level. Nice double laid out somersault. The legs do come apart. The judges are sitting on either side of this podium, and from the side you cannot see that.
So Jonna Adlerteig now awaiting the score, which will set the mark for the rest of this highly competitive field, and it's 14.216. So that is the bar that the rest will try to beat, no pun intended. Diana Varinska now from Ukraine up next. The 17-year-old competed at the last 2 World Championships. She was 6th on the uneven bars in 2017, then didn't make the finals in 2018.
Was just off the podium last week in Baku. Little bit shy on that handstand, but a booming, oh! And that's exactly what you want to see. I was about to say a booming reverse hack, and it was huge air. But when you go that high, the ability to regress the bar gets very, very challenging. She'll lose the element and take the fall. Once again, will most likely not finish on the podium. That's too bad. Ukraine coming around in the gymnastics world again. They had a long period of time where they really struggled, but they have produced some of the all-time greats. Lilia Podkapaeva, the 1996 Olympic all-around champion, many people's absolute favorite gymnast. Look at the height here, though, flying in the air and just barely can't get her hands completely around the bar.
This is her 3rd appearance at the Apparatus World Cup Series in this qualifying period. She had a heartbreaking stop in her routine on bars in Baku. So much talent. The rest of the exercise was very good, but it was not her day then, and nor is it today.
Happy birthday today. Congratulations. It's
time now for the leader in qualifications, and she is back to the scene of her greatest career accomplishment to date in Doha. Here is Nina Derwijl from Belgium. The reigning world uneven bars champion, 2017 European champion on this event as well. The first Belgian gymnast ever to win gold at that event.
Watch this huge air. It's called a Nabiva. And now she'll do a crazy combo right here and then back up to the high bar. So much going on. It is like you got to hold your breath to see everything that's happening. Non-stop gymnastics, connected, full, twisting, double, and a very uncharacteristic hop for her. She is money when it comes to that dismount typically. Huge difficulty. Full twisting pack salto or a hard WAG from the high bar to the low bar. So much difficulty. High flying, little bit of legs on that shapash with a half. You see that right there again, but the highlight was really at the top of the routine. Her huge first release and then the combination of 3 releases all done in a row.
She was in command of the competition once again in qualification, scored a 15.033 there, putting her ahead of China's Fan Yilin, whom we'll see coming up next. You talked about the level of competition at this event. And 15.033 it is once again, putting Nina Derweil into first place. So that will be the score to beat. And Fan Yilin from China now with an opportunity to see if she can take over that lead. 2-time world uneven bars champion, won those gold medals in 2015 and 2017, and Olympic bronze medalist from the team event in Rio.
Has a beautiful look on the uneven bars. Great handstand positions. And does all of these skills where she scoots her feet in between her hands and the bar. Nice swing to what's called a ginger. There's an example of one of them again. Now watch this one. Incredible full spin into her dismount. Very nicely done. You know, we're going to see routines that are coming up that it's going to look like they do more things. They're up on the bars longer. But as we just saw from Nina and this routine right here, there's no filler whatsoever. It is skill after huge skill connected one to another. Nice release right there. Another look. A little bit of leg separation though.
Fan Yilin, another one of those athletes just looking to rack up the points with her results from this World Cup series. She already has 1 gold medal, which she earned in Melbourne. Fell on her dismount in Coppice, was 8th there, and she will not take over the lead from Derweil. We'll continue from the Doha World Cup in a moment. Welcome back inside the Aspire Dome. Women's uneven bars final underway. Nina Derweil, the reigning world champion on this event with the current lead. And up next, the 3rd qualifier to this uneven bars final, readying herself to fight for a spot on this podium. And she brings her best on this event. From Russia, here is Anastasia Ilyankova.
She's the 2019 Russian national champion on this event. And if you're Russian and you're the national champion, you're amazing on bars, as she is. Beautiful lines. Nice release combination, as we saw from Nina. Transition back down. Really great combination. Skill after skill being put together with nothing in between. Dismount, got a stick. Little bit of a shimmy. And it was an excellent routine. The problem, she starts a couple tenths less than Derweil and Fan Yilin. So she needed to be even more perfect than they were. That was her first release, and then after that, it just is skill after skill, like I said. This Hack salto done right into this connection. Super challenging. Has nice flight.
And you said at 14.7 will put Ilyankova into third place behind the two leaders, Derweil and Fan Lim from China.
Yeah, they did. They had 2/10 higher in their D score, or maximum potential score.
Just a handful of gymnasts left to go now, including this next competitor from Japan. Here is Yumika Nakamura, 21 years old, only recently making her senior international debut.
Nice pirouetting, riding in the handstand. Another release, little bit close to the bar. The judges want to see it a little bit freer. Second one, much nicer. Japan women's gymnastics has come a long way. The men have historically been at or very near the top. The women doing a tremendous job now. Nice double pike dismount, not as difficult as we've seen from the other competitors.
And you know, with limited international experience, being able to take part in a final like this with such a high competitive level, some of the top names on this event, it's got to be a great chance to pick up some pointers too and just observe the masters in action.
Yeah, great point. She knows she doesn't really challenge for the podium. She's a 1.5 or so lower in maximum potential score.
And Nakamura with a 12.933 moves into 5th place. Next up, Kim Bui from Germany, who is shifting gears from last week where she competed alongside Simone Biles in the All-Around World Cup in Stuttgart. Now back over to the Apparatus World Cup Series, where she got things started in Cottbus last November, placing 7th on this event. Two-time Olympian, 30 years old. We'll see her on floor as well on the second day of these finals, where she also qualified.
But this is really where she shines, and her German team, just so many great bar workers right now in Germany. Nice release in combination also. All these gymnasts, such difficult routines. Little bit shy on that last handstand, but this is a tough set as well. Full twisting double, just a small little adjustment with her feet, but a really nice job from Kim Bui.
And you've seen her a number of times now, Tim, this season. She was in Cottbus, as I mentioned, then the American Cup, where you got to call her live, and again in Stuttgart. And she just keeps steadily moving through these events with pretty strong performances.
Yeah, you know, this is absolutely about as close to an Olympic finals as you can get to an event. You just have so many tremendous bar workers. They make these skills look so easy, the transitions from low to high and high to low. There was the only mistake I saw. She's going to lose about 3/10 because she wasn't close enough to the handstand there. And I don't know why she doesn't stick this landing. Let's look right here. Well, she kind of looked perfect to me on the landing and then just picked her foot up a little bit.
So a 14 even will put Kim Bui from Germany into 5th place. And rounding out the competition now is another Olympian who has been making a steady climb throughout this World Cup Series. Here is Italy's Martina Rizzelli.
Little bit less in difficulty than the people that are challenging for the podium spot. little bit shy on that handstand as well. Her dismount, full twisting double. I think I said this last week, but I don't like the technique that she has there. She kind of breaks her shoulder angle a lot and throws her head out.
This is Martina's 4th apparatus World Cup final on bars this season. She was 10th and 8th and 6th, or rather 3rd final, but 4th event. But she has been making her way up in the standings, hoping to continue that in Doha. But as we've said, this is such a deep field of competitors, and 13.016 puts her into 6th place, so matching her best results so far on this World Cup series. But no one could touch Nina Derweil, the reigning world uneven bars champion. Fan Yilin coming just as close as anyone else could, and Ilyankova from Russia rounding out the top 3. When we come back, the men will be on rings. More from Doha in a moment.